Morning, taking the 210 today. Don't have the tractor going today, it's parked up just there. But I'm on the final row of concrete here, so I'm just sort of going through, pushing the weeds off down the hill, and then chucking a bit over so I can track along. And then once I get to the end, I'll start casting over pretty much all the material. I'll get it as clean as how clean I was getting it the other day. So then I'll just biff that straight over, then I can shape that side up, and then I might unbolt a bit more of it as well. But yeah, I'll just see how the day goes. I'll just try and leave a few piles around the site, so when the tractor does come back tomorrow, I might get it back. And yeah, we've got plenty to carry on with. Yes, there's plenty of weeds and grass and stuff up here that taken off. What's the time here? 8 o'clock, an hour or so doing this. But yeah, pretty simple, pretty cruisy so far. So actually, I forgot how crazy it is just with having just to keep myself busy. Don't have to be thinking about other people, but nah, it's good. Can't be cruisy all the time. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So a bit more of this off. Good puddle there too, which I need to drain out before I start filling it up. Had a good bit of sun yesterday, so it has dried up quite a bit from the weekend's rain, but there still is definitely a bit of moisture around. So I try not to track around too many places and make a mess. Alright, so 11 o'clock now, just on the last couple. spun around and dug from this other end because I was looking into the sun and it wasn't very pleasant. So spun around, and then now just spun around again and going from the other way because it's a bit wider behind me to have the digger on. So nicer of an area. But yeah, I've got it pretty clean. A little bit of concrete bloody touched up on the edges, which is a bit of a bummer, but all this, when these do get put back in the ground, it's all covered up and it's not really structural stuff that's been damaged, it's sort of the edges, so it's not too bad. Yeah, and then I've sort of been going flat off the bottom of the concrete to sort of sliding the bucket out, just so I can get a nice sort of base, and then it'll be a nice area for me to unbolt everything as well, nice and clean. And then yeah, I'll just fall all this material in here down to this flat area, and that'll be the height that I can work off, which will be bloody good. Plus one. Sliding in and then crowding the bucket in a bit to about there, and then sliding outwards. And yeah, that gets it pretty well clean. So you can see there still is a little bit of material, but where the bolts are is pretty much exposed, so should work out alright. Hopefully not too many of them bent too bad, but on all the other ones I sort of had to cut about 6 or so. So a little bit of a hassle, but it's not actually too bad considering how many bolts there are actually on the whole thing. Now jump in and for area, a bit of a tidy up. I might smooth it around and then I'll probably unbolt all these. And that'll work out alright. Might just smooth this up a little bit. To make it look good. Right, so it's just gone 4 o'clock. Spent a lot of time on this, and then at 2 o'clock had smoko, and then from 2 to 4 spent 2 hours unbolting and grinding off all the excess, or the not excess but the bolts that got bent and stuff like that. But yeah, got it roughly shaped up how I sort of want it. It'll change again once I take the last set of panels off. Heights will sort of change a little bit, but roughly it's got it sloping relatively flat that way, but then sloping this way a little bit, and yeah, towards the outside. And now I'm just going to cruise on up. And one of these sheds I've got to try and flatten off the inside of it a little bit. I want to put some of those panels into the actual shed itself, so that they can dump their wood shavings, and then yeah, they'll load them out from inside the shed with a bobcat or something, so they'll want a bit of concrete to push up against. But yeah, so I'll just go up, sort of shape it up, make sure it's nice and flat, and then I should be able to lift them in pretty easily. I think they want about 12 there. So we'll just sort of shape them up a bit. And then, yeah, pretty much comes back tomorrow. First bay here, I think is what they want. It's relatively flat anyway, but yeah. All the other contractors have left, builders and whatnot, so don't have to worry about anyone kind of behind me. Really know how I'm going to lift some panels in here. It's going to be pretty tight on either side once they do put them in. Yeah. Not a really good shed for it. It's quite skinny. If it didn't have these centre poles, it'd be right. But yeah, I'll jump out and move those rolls of whatever they are. Right, give this a go. Should my ear open or up? Should be right, I think. Swings so much out there, but grinding. It's a bit too warm to have my jersey on. Just getting all the bloody sparks on my arms. Feels like I've had stinging net on them. Any rat's nests or mice. Seen heaps on this job. Half pipe trough thing, whatever that is. Do with that, with this machine anyway. head up to another little job. Make most just me being here, and then should have Mitch here tomorrow again for the tractor. So we'll be able to carry on with that. Right, so up here, this is where the tank is going to go. The one that I've done the trenching around with the small trenching bucket. So that's, which should be empty now. They have been draining it, so hopefully with the rain that we've had on the weekend hasn't magically filled it up, but we'll see pretty soon. Yes, I'll get this site ready, and then I'll make a bit of a tin and get it nice and flat. And then yeah, we'll just get it ready for tomorrow, and then when we chain up all those panels, we'll keep the chains on, come up, and we'll rip it out. Not rip it out, lift it out carefully. Yeah, we'll see what happens. It's not really on the ground, so it should come out alright. That on there. Match that. This has been a bit of a pain lately. Oh no, first go. Sweet. With it hit anything, no wide. Oh, that noise. I hit that. Oh no, I didn't hit that. Oh, I thought I heard a wood cracking noise, but I'm not even on the. I thought I might have hit the counterweight on that post, but. That was weird, I don't know what that noise was. Whenever I'm doing sort of finicky jobs like this, whenever I hear noises, they always give me a fright. Like even on the radio, if I have the radio on, and you hear like a car horn noise or someone shouting, that always gives me a bloody fright. So there is power on that post there, so it runs up into the sheds. I don't think there's anything on the ground over here, but still be pretty careful. No one really bloody knows on this site. Wait for the GPS to kick back in. Tidy up some of this. This is water pipe below me, but it is cut off, or it does stop there, one or the other. Of course, the one time I used the GPS and it has a meltdown. We'll get all these poles cleaned up tomorrow with the tractor. Oh, I set it to turn on so I can just make sure it's nice and flat. I can eye it in and it will be alright because it's a plastic tank, so it can sort of mould a little bit, but I'd rather it be flat. Wait for this.